Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. On the top here is the website for Kathy. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you'd like to. Supportive Oracle cards. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. There's a couple websites here. One is the Colette Baron Reed website. You can see her face there too, see what she looks like, but there's her website there too. Feel free to freeze frame on any of that information if you're interested in it. There's also about the illustrator, Jenna Della Grataglia, something close to that. There's the information for them, and there's a bunch of websites if you'd like to check some of their stuff out. Feel free, of course, to freeze frame. Okay. What do we have for Sagittarius? Let's go a little farther. There's some fire going on here, but okay, this. Ooh. Okay, there's a lot going on here. A lot going on. Is it gonna be good? Is it? Like, is it gonna be good? I don't know if I want any more. Put that there. This is where we're heading towards. The Sun card with the Ten of Swords. This is like, the Sun card is telling me overall the situation is going to be at a very good ending, but the Ten of Swords is telling me it could be very painful getting there. It could be very painful getting there. It's almost like getting what you want, but it's the way you got it might be very difficult. I'm surprised we're starting with the end, but you know, it's where the energy is the strongest. The Devil card, but the Devil's being released is what I'm getting. And then the Seven of Wands is kind of like letting... The Seven of Wands is like holding the line, but I feel like it should be reversed. And it's the dice, and it did come out. The Seven was literally right upside down. So I feel like we're releasing boundaries, and we're kind of letting somebody go here. It may be for the best, but it may be very difficult to go through. Now, when all this happens, I feel like in the beginning, I keep looking at this Devil card. It's also on your side, and it's showing up with the Moon card. This might be somebody that you really, quite honestly, don't know what to make of them. They may be one of those people that usually they're pretty good, but once in a while they just do something like, I didn't see that coming. But for the most part, you're like, usually they're pretty dependable, but then once in a while it's just like, why, what? Why? Whatever the situation is, you're very dedicated to it. But this other person, it's kind of like you feel like they should be too. You got the Hierophant. The Hierophant's more your energy. The Devil card is somebody else, but the two of these cards are actually both Earth cards. Sometimes it talks about Taurus and Capricorn. I know you're definitely, Sagittarius, but it's just showing the compatibility. They're usually very good at working together. This could be somebody that usually you get along with and usually you can work with fairly well. I feel like you possibly do like this person. Possibly? Because I'm getting the Four of Wands. Like, I feel like you possibly do like this person. Do you like this person? Just to help you hone in if this is... Do you like them? Seven of Swords and the Death card. I don't get involved in stuff when they get a little bit ridiculous. I stay out of it. When they get to be a bit too much, I just back away and I just leave it be. I feel like I work with them well, but I realize other people don't. Maybe that's how it is. When they get to be a little bit too much, I walk away. I just kind of let that be. But when things change, I feel like whoever this is, they see something better off in the distance. They literally just cut and go. No explanation, no nothing, just go. They just cut and go. They're off doing what they want. They don't want anything more to do with the situation that you're a part of. I don't think they're even going to explain to you what's going on. It's not likely they're going to explain anything. And I feel like when this happens, you just kind of get stuck behind, between the rock and the hard place. I feel like that's a better way to say it. You're stuck behind the rock, what else you could say? You're just stuck. You're stuck. Because I get this prison energy, but I get also the Eight of Wands. Like, whatever this person does, they move really quick, and you're just kind of stuck with the fallout. Ironically, this is where you might excel. This might be a huge gift to you, because when you're stuck with the fallout, you also get the benefit for everything you've done. But it feels more like benefit. Kind of like when it's just you doing it, when it's just you handling it, like that has to be compensated. That has to be, identified or addressed. You are communicating something, but you have to, is what I'm getting. You're getting the Ace of Pentacles, and you do have the Hanged Man. Kind of like, I feel like I'm stuck. But this is going to be the start of a whole new phase for you. And this is going to put you in a more powerful position. It may put you in a leadership position that you originally didn't want, or maybe not to this level. But I feel like that's what's happening for you. You're getting pushed into this leadership position. Other people seem to be aligning with you. You do have the Ace of Wands showing up twice again, too. Something new is showing up, and I feel like you might end up the leader of it. And it's going to be very fruitful and very advantageous for you. How this happens, it's again, this is where we started in the beginning. Like, I don't like how it's happening. It doesn't feel good. I don't enjoy how it's happening, but it does end up to a great outcome for you with that Sun card. There's more opportunities coming in. You do seem to have options, because there's a lot of people. You got somebody over here. I get the web weaver, but I feel like somebody off in left field is kind of like, oh, Sagittarius did that. Hey, Sag, you want to come hang out with me? And you're just like, well, that's a country hardly ever heard from. What's up with that? Then there's another one who kind of like, well, actually, Sagittarius, I was thinking I wanted you over here. So maybe if you kind of come this way with me, I could show you where I originally was hoping you would go, and I think this would be great for you. Let me know what you think. And then there's another one over here saying, hey, Sagittarius, maybe you want to come, maybe you want to leave that company all together and come over and work with us, because we see that you're awesome, and we think you could have a great time, and we can make it more worth your while. This Ace of Wands is just showing up all over the place for you. Like, there's a lot of opportunity, like that type of opportunity. And it's kind of like up to you what you want to have. It literally is like, I guess it's going to depend on the person, but wow, this one coming out of like I'm using this business analogy as if it's a whole nother company. That's got the Nine of Pentacles with the Hierophant. You will definitely have more control there, and it's something that will last quite the while, and you will be more self-sufficient. That might be very suiting for you. So if in case that matches something you're thinking of, it might be mostly to your liking there. The person who had already ideas for you and wants you to continue on where they want you to go, that doesn't seem like that's going to last. That seems like that might take away your Ace of Wands, just to be fair. So if you kind of return to where somebody else wanted you to go, I just feel like that takes away your opportunities. That just kind of devalues you. So it's kind of like, if we're going to use the business analogy, somebody leaves, you get stuck holding the bag, but you make it work. There's three options: somebody from another department, somebody from a whole other company, and then the person you were already working with saying, oh, we were going to promote you over here and go here, so how about you just keep going where we wanted you to go? If you go where they wanted you to go, that takes away your power, that takes away your advancement. I feel like that's the worst option to take. If you go, for example, outside the company to a whole new company, I see a lot of lucrative happiness there, a lot of good things. Take it with a grain of salt. I know this is a general read. If you stay in the same company, go to a totally different, same company, different group of people. Let's do that. Probably a different department, I'm guessing. You have Justice coming in with the Two of Swords. There could be blocks. There could be blocks. The Two of Swords, that's a block card. But then I get Justice telling me, like, once you get through the block, I feel like things will work out. You'll be able to build on things you already know. That seems like that's pretty fine too. I do feel like you keep your Ace of Wands with them. I do. But it's different. It's not as smooth as going to a whole new other company, but it still might be more likable to you. Of course, that's just an analogy. This could go different ways for you. If this is a romance thing for you, for example, whatever's going on here is somebody dropped the ball. Maybe the partner you're with is kind of like, well, I have things we could keep doing. If there's somebody that you already know that's kind of like, how about you leave your partner, come with me? That might be it. Or there's somebody like, I've never heard of this person before, but they clearly like me. I don't know. Apply it how you need to. Because I'm feeling like if this is a situation where maybe the partner you're with kind of dropped the ball, you had to pick up all the pieces, and they're like, hey, thanks for doing that. Anyway, I have other things for you to do. That might not be the best for you. Because if it's your partner that dropped the ball, but then things worked out better for you in the long run, but then they're just going to return to their ways and just kind of expect you to do things for them, that might not be in your best interest. Somebody that you already know who's of interest to you, for example, if you go that route, there's going to be fallout, but ultimately it will work in your favor. There's kind of that analogy. If you go with the totally new person, that might be your most beneficial, most easiest way to change how things are going. So we're just to give another way that could be going in case that makes a difference. The 3 outcomes, that's kind of different. That's kind of interesting. I'm surprised that happened, but hey, it goes the way it goes. Anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.